Hey you beautiful people, welcome back to a new video on my channel Read Travel Become. So a lot of you guys have been asking me to recommend self-help books, to make a video on self-help books. Now before I actually recommend these books, let's just talk about self-help books. Let's just run some numbers. Did you know that the self-help industry is actually a $10 billion plus industry? And the revenue generated from self-help books alone is more than $900 million. If you search the term self-help books on Amazon, you get more than 100,000 results. Can you imagine? You have a variety of 100,000 self-help books to choose from. Now I personally think that there are some books which are actually life-changing and which are very helpful, are actual self-improvement books. But there are also a large number of books which are actually just marketing gimmicks. These are just same things spun around and around, these generic types of books. Also, it's very important to be very choosy when it comes to reading a self-help book, especially for beginners. Now those who have been following me since a long time know that I want to connect with not just readers but also non-readers who are new to this world of reading, who want to explore this beautiful world of reading. So if you're starting out, if you're just developing a reading habit, it's very important to be very choosy when it comes to self-help books. Let's take an example from a blog written by Mark Manson, which I found very insightful. So in that blog, Mark Manson says that, now imagine there are two guys. The first guy is actually an okay guy. He has an okay life. Now he wants to improve his life from okay to legendary. He wants to be a perfect guy. He wants to be a successful guy. And the second guy is actually not that great. His life is not that great. He's a bad guy. From that bad level, his first step would be to reach the okay level. Now when these two guys read self-help books, there is a change in perspective for both. The first guy who wants to be a perfect guy will actually read self-help books and find out, okay, these are the things which are missing in his life. He'll work on those points and try to make his life perfect. But the second kind of guy, when he's reading all of these things that he has to do, he will feel miserable about his own life. He will feel that he is already a loser because he has so much on his plate. He already has to do so many things to be an okay person. So that demotivates him a lot even before he has finished reading the book. So I think this happens with a lot of people. When they start reading self-help books, what happens is they think that it is too much to take in. So it's very important that you choose the right book to start with. You choose the right self-help book to start with. Now in this video, I'm actually going to recommend 5 self-help books which are very easy to read. You can complete them easily and they are very insightful. They are not at all generic and each book will teach you something new, something which you already don't know. So this video is going to be full of information and this video is also going to be fun. So make sure you watch the video till the end. You may never know which thought or fact may resonate with you and change the course of your life. Also subscribe to my channel and follow me on social media. Let's get started. So the first self-help book which you can read is The Greatest Salesman in the World by Og Mandino. So this is actually a story. It is set in an ancient time. It's about a boy. He is a camel boy and he wants to become big in life. He wants to do something worthwhile in his life. His master gives him a robe and tells him to go in a faraway land and sell that robe. So he goes and tries selling that robe, but he is unable to sell that robe, and out of sympathy he just gives that robe to warm a baby in a cave, and he returns back empty-handed. Now his master, who's actually a very learned man, spots a shining star in front of him when he has returned, and he thinks that it's kind of a sign or something, and he is supposed to pass 10 scrolls of wisdom to this person. Now this book is all about those 10 scrolls. Each of the scroll tells you a life rule, a specific rule by which you should live your life to become successful. Humans are compared to salesmen, and basically all our life, all we have to do is sell ourselves to various opportunities, to various ideas. So this book is all about that. The language of the book is very easy because it has a story arc. You would be engaged in the book and it will teach you some very simple and elegant techniques to, improve your life, to self-improve your life. So yeah, that's my first recommendation. The next self-help book which you can read is The Communication Book by Michael and Roman Schappler. These both are German guys, and this book is very simple to read. It has just got 44 ideas to communicate effectively. Now it's not just about communication, it's about a way of life. So how you perceive others, how others perceive you, how should you behave in different situations, how should you react in different situations. This book covers everything. Now the best part which I like about this book is that it has got a very urban feel to it. Like it talks about meetings, it talks about fake news, it talks all those modern problems which we currently have. So they have actually given out 44 ideas and every idea takes about 2 pages, that's it. And so it is very easy for you to read. The font is good, the feel of the book is really good, and you'll have a nice experience reading this book. So I highly recommend this book if you want to increase your communication skills and if you want to be a better leader. The next book on my list is actually a bit off track. It's actually a spiritual book. It's My Gita by Devdutt Pattanaik. He's a very famous Indian mythological author. His books are blockbuster books and he has written all about mythology and he has explained mythology like never before. I was a person who was very ignorant about all these spiritual laws of success and stuff like that, but this book actually is a mind opener. So let me tell you some points from the book. This book is actually a condensed form of the Gita. The Gita, which is a very enlightening book, is actually very complicated to read. So Devdutt Pattanaik has actually condensed all of Gita's verses and put them in a very structured way. This book is highly structured and each learning is each chapter from Krishna to Arjun. So there are beautiful references from Mahabharata, there are beautiful references from business, from politics, from relations, everything. So you would have a good time reading this book. So one tip I would like to give you before starting this book, the preface of the book is very heavy. So there are some pages in the starting which talk about Gita in depth, which I don't think are not really necessary at this point if you're just starting reading. So you can skip the preface for this book because it is heavy and it may bore you in the starting, but trust me, once you come to the chapters are very concise, they're very small and they're very easy to implement in your lives. So yeah, that would be my tip and that would be my recommendation. The next self-help book which you can read and easily complete is Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. No, I had no clue about this author, and after reading this book, I started reading her other books as well because I really resonated with her ideas. Now, this book, Big Ideas, is all about creativity. Now, she has mentioned some revolutionary points about creativity, how creativity has been seen in today's times. Being creative means being eccentric, you have a tragedy in your life, only then you can be a creative person, stuff like that. So she negates it all. She says all this is nonsense. Creativity is something which is very, very natural and not at all forced. She's talked about stuff like how ideas are floating around us and they come to you politely like a person and you have a conversation with the idea. The only goal of the idea is to get manifested into a task. So now it is your responsibility if you want to take that idea into a real task and change the world. So concepts like these are very, very interesting. She has also talked about a very critical point regarding monetization of your creativity. So she says that it was never necessary for her to monetize her creativity. She was always doing her day jobs and then doing her creativity. She didn't want to pressurize her creativity by taking out money from it. So I really related to this point because being creative, doing a creative task and following the journey of creativity is actually a very daunting journey. You need a lot of guts to go on that journey. But after reading this book, you feel at ease. You feel like, yes, you can do it. You can follow your creativity. So I really like this book a lot. You can give it a try. It's written in a very easy language. You won't have a hard time reading this book. And some points you will definitely resonate with. And yeah, you can give it a try. And the last book on my list is The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. I actually completed this book in one sitting. I could not stop myself from reading because it was interesting. It was not at all boring and it's written in a very easy language and it's not at all big. It's like 150 pages long. The author has talked about the compound effect. He says that the person who understands the power of compound effect is successful in life. So there are some examples in the book which prove that compound effect is a magnificent thing. Understanding compound effect is very magical. The compound effect is always working. Whatever small tasks you are doing, it's always working in the grand scheme of things. Whatever habit you have, compound effect is always working on it. So all your habits, all your good thoughts are actually compounded each and every second. So the author has given out examples, the author has given out beautiful analogies, restating his own experiences and in a very structured way. So I liked reading this book because I was always fascinated by the power of compounding effect. You might have heard of a lot of examples of compound effect, how things get magnified when you give them some time, how taking baby steps every day can change your life. So that way this book is highly motivational and you can definitely check it out. So yeah, that was my list, guys. I have also made a video on life-changing books which you can find here in the I button. You can also check it out and do let me know how do you like this recommendation. So I really hope you liked it. If you like my content, do subscribe to my channel. It really motivates me. And also hit the like button down below and comment your thoughts on this video. I read all the comments, I read all your suggestions and I'm working on all of your suggestions. We are close to 5,000 subscribers now. As soon as 5,000 subscribers is done, I'll do a live stream where we'll be having a Q&A. Let's talk to you guys. Let's discuss our lives. Let's discuss books, travel and self-help, productivity and stuff like that. Make it happen. And yeah, thank you so much for supporting me on all my videos. I really appreciate all your support. So yeah, that's all for this video. See you in the next video. Bye bye.